Apple's forthcoming iPhone 17 Pro might finally introduce something no iPhone has ever officially supported before. And if this leak proves accurate, it could transform how we rely on our iPhones every single day. I'm referring to reverse wireless charging, the function that lets your iPhone power up other gadgets like AirPods or an Apple Watch without connecting a cable. Now, this isn't the first occasion we've heard whispers about it. But the timing of these latest reports is particularly intriguing because while some rivals are abandoning the feature, Apple could be getting ready to roll it out. Let's go through this carefully step by step. So, where exactly does the information originate? A leaker going by the name Fixed Focus Digital recently claimed Apple has been trialing reverse wireless charging for the iPhone 17 Pro. But here's the complication. The leaker didn't specify whether Apple will actually switch on the function when the device launches in September. In short, the hardware may already include the capability, but whether Apple allows customers to use it remains uncertain. Another tipster, Instant Digital, also brought up something comparable earlier this year. Back in February, they reported Apple was experimenting with 7.5-watt reverse wireless charging for both the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max. If correct, it would mean you could simply rest your AirPods or Apple Watch on the back of the iPhone and gain a decent recharge, at least sufficient to get through a trip or an exercise session. Consider how convenient that would be. Imagine being outside and your AirPods suddenly shut down during music playback or your Apple Watch battery dies right before a long schedule. Being able to just place them on your iPhone and grab extra charge could rescue you in those moments. That's why many Apple enthusiasts are buzzing over the idea. Technically speaking, Apple has already toyed with reverse charging in a limited way. In 2021, with the iPhone 12, Apple launched the MagSafe battery pack. If you connected your iPhone to a lightning cable while the MagSafe pack was attached, the iPhone itself could transfer power back into the pack. It was a restricted demonstration of reverse wireless charging, but it proved Apple had been evaluating the concept for years. Yet, Apple later retired the MagSafe pack in 2023. At the same time, the iPhone 15 family abandoned the Lightning port entirely and transitioned fully to USB-C. Since then, iPhones have been able to charge smaller accessories such as AirPods or Apple Watch through a cable, but never wirelessly. So this would truly be the very first time Apple lets us charge other accessories without a cable involved. What about rivals? Well, that's where matters grow more intriguing. Google, for instance, once offered a feature named Battery Share on Pixel models, which essentially was reverse wireless charging. But with the Pixel 10, they eliminated it in order to introduce their new magnetic system, Pixel Snap, which works similarly to Apple's MagSafe. For Pixel owners, wireless power sharing is now gone. On Samsung's side, the Galaxy S25 series still supports reverse wireless charging. But Samsung lacks its own MagSafe-style magnetic alignment built in. Instead, it depends on Qi 2 technology, requiring specific cases to benefit from the magnets. So, if Apple goes ahead and enables this on the iPhone 17 Pro, it would not only equal Samsung but also surpass Google, which stepped back from it. There's another important factor here. The iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max are tipped to carry bigger batteries compared to the previous generation, and that makes reverse wireless charging far more useful. A larger battery means you can share some power without heavily compromising your own phone's endurance. Of course, the main uncertainty is whether Apple will truly permit it. Apple has a long record of testing functions privately and then leaving them off, whether due to design limits, battery longevity worries, or strategic delays for later models. That's why people remain careful with these rumors. Just because it exists doesn't ensure it ships. But honestly, this feels like the right moment for Apple to deploy it. Users have been requesting it for ages. The technology has already been validated on Android devices. And with larger batteries incoming, plus Apple's mission of turning the iPhone into the core hub of your devices, it fits logically. And here's another element to note. Apple enjoys adopting ideas that appeared elsewhere and then presenting them in a refined Apple fashion. So even if reverse wireless charging isn't brand new in phones, Apple could market it as the ultimate convenience upgrade for its ecosystem. They would likely showcase how it works seamlessly with AirPods, Apple Watch, and maybe future add-ons, making it appear like a natural extension of what the iPhone already offers. The iPhone 17 series is anticipated to be unveiled on September 9th at Apple's annual event. While Apple hasn't publicly confirmed the date, numerous leaks and even Apple's accidental signals have practically locked it down. So we won't be waiting too long to see if this turns real. If reverse wireless charging does arrive with the iPhone 17 Pro, it could easily become one of the year's standout features. It might not sound revolutionary at first, but for Apple users, having the ability to revive your AirPods or Apple Watch anytime could be a genuine